When a brand designs tools around the way electricians actually work, the difference is obvious the moment you pick them up. Wera continues to refine that experience, creating tools that feel natural, clever, and purpose-built for demanding jobs. Some are straightforward, others are packed with smart engineering, but each one earns its place in the kit. Today, we're exploring 20 new Wera tools crafted for electricians who value precision, comfort, and reliability. If you're on the hunt for new gear, or simply enjoy tools as much as the craft itself, let's dive into this walkthrough together. There are days when you want one pouch that handles almost every screw you meet inside a panel. This set fits that role well. After a quick reach, you are dealing with the Kraftform Kompakt VDE 17 Universal 1. 2 insulated handles sit inside, paired with 15 interchangeable blades that cover slotted, Phillips, Posidriv, plus-minus, and Torx profiles. Blade length stays at 157 mm, which feels right for cabinet depth. Blade changes happen fast, and the reduced shaft diameter on many blades helps reach recessed terminals without removing surrounding parts. Every piece is tested to 10,000 volts, rated safe up to 1,000 volts, which keeps it suitable for live work. Color coding on each blade saves time when you move fast between terminals. The pouch folds compactly and works with Wera to-go systems, so transport stays clean. This set suits daily installation and service work, where flexibility matters more than bulk. Now we step slightly outside pure electrical tasks, yet many of us cross into this territory often. The 9530 Torque wrench set focuses on controlled tightening for heat pumps and air conditioning lines. At the center sits the Click Torque X7, covering 10 to 100 Newton meters with plus-minus 4% accuracy. The clever part is the QR code on the wrench. A quick scan calculates the correct torque value based on the insert tool length, which avoids manual math errors. 3 self-adjusting Joker insert wrenches handle sizes from 16 up to 32 millimeters. Each grips automatically and ratchets with a 30-degree return angle. While this set is not VDE insulated, it supports electricians who work alongside HVAC installs. Every toolbox needs something for impossible spaces. This is where the Stubby one quietly proves itself. The handle is very short, yet it fills the palm well. A magnetic 1/4-inch holder keeps bits steady, even heavier screws. Inside the case, 18 by torsion bits cover common profiles you meet during installs. The compact shape allows access behind panels, inside enclosures, or near frame corners where standard drivers fail. Bitorsion zones absorb peak force, which reduces broken tips. Color coding helps find the right bit fast. The textile box stays small and fits Wera to-go bags easily. This tool shines during finish work and tight retrofits. If the previous VDE set felt complete, this one feels exhaustive. The VDE Big Pack one includes 2 insulated handles and 24 blades. Profiles cover almost everything, with a strong focus on reduced diameter blades for modern terminals. Every blade is tested to 10,000 volts and rated safe up to 1,000 volts. This set suits electricians who want a zero compromise on site. Instead of guessing or improvising, you reach for the exact blade. Color coding keeps selection fast, even during long days. Storage stays compact despite the large count. For crews or full-time installers, this pack removes excuses. Here's one with pure torque. The Kraftform. Compact 400 centers around a T-handle bit holder with Rapidaptor. That T-shape aligns force through the forearm, which allows higher torque without strain. 16 bits cover common profiles, all 1/4-inch drive. Bit changes feel fast and secure thanks to the Rapidaptor system. The free-running sleeve helps guide the tool during engagement. This set fits mechanical assembly, rack mounting, and structural fastening tasks that support electrical work. It is not insulated, so it stays for non-live stages. For jobs that demand muscle with control, this one earns its place. This one feels like opening a compact toolbox that somehow keeps going. The Kraftform. Compact 100 packs 52 pieces into a textile box that stays surprisingly tidy. Inside, you get a Rapidaptor hand holder, a Rapidaptor holder for machine use, 30 by torsion bits, 12 impactor bits, and 8 Hex Plus L keys. That mix tells us exactly who this is for. Hand work, power tools, and backup options all sit in one place. Bi-torsion bits handle daily fastening and absorb peak force, which helps them last longer. When drills come out, the impactor bits step in, built to survive high torque drivers. The Hex Plus L keys protect socket screws from rounding, which matters on repeated service jobs. Color coding helps us grab the right size fast. The textile box stands upright and fits Wera 2Go systems, so storage stays flexible. This is not a VDE set, yet electricians often use it during mechanical prep and mounting stages. Now this is one of those tools people ask about the moment they see it. The Zyklop Pocket looks small, yet it combines a ratchet, screwdriver, and bit storage into one unit. The ratchet supports 1/4-inch bits and 3/8-inch sockets through magnetic mounting. Inside, a 72 tooth mechanism keeps the return angle at 5 degrees, which suits tight spaces well. The head pivots and locks at several angles, so you can use it straight, angled, or like a T-handle. Inside the handle, 12 by torsion bits sit in a rotating magazine, always within reach. This setup shines during service calls, where carrying less matters. While it is not insulated, electricians often use it for panel mounting, racks, and general hardware work. Build quality feels solid for its size. For something that fits a pocket, it covers a surprising amount of ground. Here you have a clever way to carry fewer wrenches without losing range. The Joker 6006 set includes 2 double open-end wrenches that adjust automatically. Together, they cover metric sizes from 7 to 19 millimeters and imperial sizes from 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch. That replaces a pile of fixed spanners. Parallel jaws clamp the fastener securely, which reduces slipping. Both ends include a ratcheting action, so once placed, you keep turning without lifting. The return angle stays around 30 degrees, which helps in cramped layouts. This set is not insulated, yet it fits electrical work during mounting and mechanical assembly phases. Storage stays compact in a folding pouch. For those who value space and speed, this set makes sense. This one steps into rescue territory. The Kraftform Kompakt 900 set looks like a screwdriver kit, yet it hides an impact function. With a hammer strike, it converts force into rotation and delivers up to 25 Newton meters to break stuck screws. That is useful on seized hardware or old enclosures. The impact mode switches off easily, so the tool works as a standard screwdriver. A hex bolster allows extra torque with a wrench when needed. The continuous blade design transfers force directly, which keeps energy loss low. 18 hardened bits cover common profiles. This set is not VDE rated, so it stays for non-live situations. For stubborn fasteners, it saves time and frustration. We finish with something simple and practical. The Kraftform Kompakt VDE 7. Universal 2 focuses on the most common electrical screws. One insulated handle pairs with 6 blades that cover positron and slotted profiles. Blade length stays at 157 millimeters, which suits most panels. Each piece is tested to 10,000 volts, safe up to 1,000 volts. Color coding makes selection fast, and the handle shape stays comfortable during long sessions. The pouch stays compact and light, which suits apprentices and service techs well. It is not flashy, yet for daily electrical work, it feels dependable and honest. You know those moments when you are on a ladder or inside a tight panel and carrying a full bag just feels unnecessary. That is where this compact setup quietly earns its place. After a short pause, you get into the Tool Check Combi one. It looks small at first glance, yet it packs 40 pieces in a case that slips into a jacket pocket. The heart of it is that Zyklop mini 1/4 inch bit ratchet. With 60 teeth and a 6-degree return angle, it works where our wrist barely moves. That matters inside junction boxes or behind appliances. The steel body feels dense and solid, which gives confidence when torque starts to rise. What makes daily work smoother is the mix of bits, sockets, and that small but capable Knipex Cobra plier. That plier handles glands, lock nuts, and stubborn fittings without reaching for another tool. The color coding on sockets sounds simple, yet it saves real time when light is poor. Bitorsion bits help absorb peak force, which reduces snapped tips during repetitive fastening. The case locks securely and opens flat so nothing spills inside a lift or van. For mobile electrical work, we think this kit covers far more than its size suggests. Now let's shift gears to something that feels more serious the moment you pick it up. This one is clearly made for panels, terminals, and places where torque really matters. We are talking about the Safe Torque Speed VDE set. The moment you adjust the torquey ring, it clicks with clarity, which avoids second guessing. 2 torque drivers cover values from 0.4 up to 4.0 Newton meters. That range fits most terminal screws you deal with daily. What we appreciate is the overrun protection. Once the set torque is reached, the handle slips instead of forcing the screw further. That protects terminals and avoids crushed conductors. There is also a lock mode, which lets us break loose tight screws like a normal driver. Reduced blade diameters reach recessed terminals that standard insulated drivers struggle with. Every piece is tested to 10,000 volts and rated safe up to 1,000 volts, which brings peace of mind in live environments. The textile case fits Wear a To-Go bags, so transport stays clean. This set is not cheap, yet for electricians who work in cabinets daily, it earns its keep through precision and safety. Sometimes speed matters more than anything, especially during repetitive fastening. This is where this handle quietly saves minutes without shouting about it. After a short transition, you look at the 837 RA Kraftform handle. It looks familiar in hand, yet inside there is a 40-tooth ratchet. With a 9-degree return angle, it works in cramped spots behind breakers or inside control boxes. The ratchet switch feels intuitive, so you can flip direction without looking. There is also a locked mode when you want full manual control. The handle shape spreads pressure across the palm, which reduces fatigue during long runs of screws. The insulation rating up to 1,000 volts keeps it suitable for live work. The hex anti-roll shape stops it from wandering off sloped surfaces. It does not replace a torque driver, yet for everyday fastening, we think this handle strikes a smart balance between speed and safety. Here is one that often surprises people the first time they see it in action. You place it on a nut, and it simply adjusts itself. That moment usually sells the idea. This is the Joker 6004 VDE set. 4 tools cover sizes from 7 to 19 millimeters and 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch. No knobs, no guessing. Just place and turn. The jaw clamps securely, which reduces slipping and protects fastener edges. Inside the head, a ratcheting mechanism allows continuous turning without lifting the wrench. The 30-degree return angle helps when space is tight around bus bars or cabinet frames. Parallel jaws keep surfaces clean, which matters on plated hardware. Each wrench is insulated and tested to 10,000 volts. It feels unusual at first compared to fixed spanners, yet once used, it becomes quick and intuitive. For electricians who handle gland nuts or mounting hardware regularly, this set brings speed with safety. Now we look at something more flexible, almost like a multi-tool for screws. The Kraftform Kompakt 20 RAR feels familiar, yet it hides clever tricks. Inside the handle, 6 bitorsion bits sit ready. The ratchet mechanism speeds things up during long screw runs. There is also a spin feature for fast initial engagement when resistance is low. The telescopic blade changes the way you work. Retracted, it fits deep recesses. Extended, it behaves like a full-size driver. Removed, it works as a bit holder for a drill. Rapid Adapter Chuck swaps bits fast and holds them firmly. This adaptability reduces tool swaps, which keeps workflow smooth. It is not insulated, so it stays for non-live tasks, yet for maintenance and assembly work, it proves very useful. We see this as a practical companion that adapts to the job rather than forcing us to adapt to it. Now we move to something that feels long the moment you pick it up, and that length is very intentional. This is the Joker 6007 set. These wrenches stretch out more than standard ones, which gives us extra leverage without putting extra strain on the wrist. That matters when fasteners sit deep inside frames, panels, or mounting rails. On one end, you get the open jaw with a holding function. That metal plate with hardened teeth grabs the nut firmly, so it does not drop when you work overhead or inside cabinets. On the other end, there is an 80-tooth ring ratchet. That fine tooth count means the return angle stays very small, which helps when space around the fastener is limited. The double hex jaw geometry keeps the angle tight as well, so flipping the wrench becomes unnecessary. Chrome molybdenum steel with a nickel chrome finish gives strong corrosion resistance, which suits site work and industrial rooms. Color coding makes size checks quick at a glance. While this set is not insulated, it fits electrical installation work during mechanical prep stages. At this point, we step into tools where accuracy becomes non-negotiable. The Click Torque Lock series feels solid and reassuring once you set the value. You dial in the torque, tighten the fastener, and wait for that clear click. That sound and feel tell you reached the target, which helps avoid over-tightened terminals or damaged threads. Models range from small quarter-inch drives that cover 2.5 to 25 Newton meters, up to half-inch drives that go as high as 200 Newton meters. And the torque lock function is impressive here. When you switch it off, the wrench behaves like a standard ratchet. That allows loosening stubborn fasteners without risking the internal torque mechanism. Some versions also support left and right hand tightening, which adds flexibility during complex assemblies. While these are not VDE tools, electricians often use them for mounting rails, enclosures, and structural hardware before live work begins. Build quality feels professional and meant for daily use. Here comes a tool that feels purpose-built for serious torque inside live environments. The 410i VDE uses a T-handle layout, which lets us apply force evenly through both hands. That shape makes a big difference when tightening larger fasteners in switch cabinets or distribution boxes. It runs a 3/8-inch square drive with a ball lock, so sockets stay secure during use. Inside, there is a fine-toothed ratchet with a return angle of 4.5 degrees. That allows steady progress even when movement space is minimal. One clever touch is the free running sleeve near the head. By adding finger pressure, you create resistance, which allows the ratchet to work even when the fastener offers little load. The tool is tested to 10,000 volts and rated safe up to 1,000 volts. It pairs with RA VDE Zyklop sockets only, which keeps safety consistent. For heavy electrical torque work, it fills a very specific role. Sometimes, organization matters just as much as the tool itself. The belt B VDE one set proves that point quickly. 10 insulated bit sockets sit on a compact textile belt that clips, hangs, or mounts wherever you need it. Each socket runs a 3/8-inch drive and is tested to 10,000 volts, safe up to 1,000 volts. The insulation design shows yellow beneath red, which helps us spot damage early. The holding function deserves attention here. Torx profiles grip through geometry, while hex profiles use a spring-loaded ball. That means screws stay on the tool when you reach deep or work overhead. The sockets are short, which helps in tight cabinet corners. The belt swivels smoothly and removes cleanly, while the fleece backing sticks to Wera-2Go systems. For electricians who work inside live cabinets daily, this set reduces drops and frustration. Here's something that feels very hands-on and physical. The ball grip set changes how torque transfers through the palm. That rounded handle lets us press down naturally, which helps break loose stubborn screws without awkward wrist angles. Several drivers in the set also feature laser tip tips, which bite into screw heads and reduce cam out during high force turns. There is also a chisel driver included, built with a pound-through blade and an impact cap. That allows light chiseling or freeing seized fasteners when needed. Many tools in the set are VDE insulated, which keeps it relevant for electrical work. Everything rides in a tough belt holster, so access stays quick during ladder or lift work. This set feels practical and honest, not flashy. For mobile electricians, It works as a reliable grab-and-go solution. That was all. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos.